90-Day Fiancé, star Shekinah Garner and Sarper Güven's divorced. And finally, Sarper Güven married her secret girlfriend. Hello everyone. Welcome. Before going to the main topic, I would like to say, like this video, and please subscribe to the channel. Today, we're exposing one of the most jaw-dropping stories in 90-Day Fiancé history, a tale of love, betrayal, and a secret marriage that has left fans reeling. Shekinah Garner and Sarper Güven, the couple who stole our hearts with their passionate romance and unconventional wedding ceremony, are no longer together. Their marriage, which began with such promise, ended in a shocking divorce just weeks after their vows. And in a twist no one saw coming, Sarper has married his secret girlfriend, a woman who emerged from the shadows to claim his heart. This isn't a rumor. This is the truth. So, grab a drink, get comfortable, and let's uncover the full story of Shekinah and Sarper's heartbreaking split, and the new love that changed everything. Shekinah Garner, a 43-year-old esthetician and makeup artist from Los Angeles, was living the dream. With her thriving business, fluorescent skin and a resume that included work on films like Past God and Frank and Eva, Shekinah was a beauty queen with a knack for the spotlight. Her Instagram was a showcase of flawless makeup, glowing skin, and a life of glamour. But in 2023, while vacationing in Turkey with a friend, Shekinah decided to explore the local dating scene. She swiped right on a dating app and connected with Sarper Güven, a 44-year-old personal trainer, model, and former exotic dancer from Istanbul. Their first date was nothing short of magical. Sarper, with his chiseled features, meticulous grooming, and a touch of highlighter on his cheeks, captivated Shekinah instantly. As she famously said in a confessional, "Sarper had me at highlighter." Their connection was undeniable. Sarper, with his Turkish charm and bad boy persona, was unlike anyone Shekinah had ever met. But there was a catch: his past. Sarper openly admitted to having been intimate with nearly 3,000 women, a revelation that shocked Shekinah and 90-Day Fiancé fans alike. Yet, Shekinah saw past the numbers. She believed Sarper was ready to leave his Playboy days behind and build a future with her. Just 2 months after their first date, Shekinah returned to Turkey, diving headfirst into a long-distance romance that would soon become the centerpiece of their 90-Day Fiancé, the Other Way storyline. Fans were hooked, but the road ahead was anything but smooth. By early 2024, Sarper made a life-changing decision. He secured a K-1 visa and left his vibrant life in Istanbul to join Shekinah in Los Angeles. For Sarper, this was a monumental sacrifice. He was leaving behind his family, his career as a personal trainer, and the freedom of his bachelor lifestyle. In LA, he stepped into Shekinah's world, a tiny apartment doubling as her fluorescent skin studio, where every inch was dedicated to her skincare business. The transition was jarring. Sarper called the apartment a prison, frustrated by Shekinah's strict rules: no cooking, no disrupting her client sessions, and a constant demand for transparency. For a man used to calling the shots, this was a wake-up call. Shekinah, meanwhile, was wrestling with her own demons. Sarper's history with thousands of women fueled her insecurities, and she struggled to trust him fully. She banned him from training female clients, a move that strained his finances and left him feeling emasculated. Their arguments grew heated, with Sarper's temper flaring and Shekinah's demands intensifying. In one explosive fight, Sarper threatened to return to Turkey, saying, "If I go back, no one will hold me back anymore." Shekinah, hurt and frustrated, admitted in a confessional, "I don't know if I can marry someone who makes me feel this way." Fans watched as their once passionate romance began to unravel, setting the stage for a wedding that would change everything. Despite their struggles, Shekinah and Sarper pushed forward with their wedding plans. But in true 90-day fashion, their ceremony was anything but conventional. On November 11, 2024, they married in a wedding ceremony at the Mondrian's penthouse in West Hollywood, marking the 90th wedding in 90-Day Fiancé history. The couple exchanged vows on a king-size bed, surrounded by roses, lavender, and orchids honoring their late grandmothers. Shekinah wore a stunning white lace minidress, and Sarper looked dapper in a tailored suit. They called it their bedding because, as Shekinah told People magazine, "We spend an insane amount of time in bed, eating, working, napping, gossiping. It's where we're most comfortable." But behind the romantic facade, the cracks were already forming. Days before the bedding, Sarper vanished, overwhelmed by memories of his first marriage 15 years earlier, which he described as a complete disaster. Shekinah, using a hidden AirTag, found him at a cafe, where he confessed his fears about commitment. "I don't know if I can do this again," he admitted, revealing he kept his first marriage a secret from her until that moment. Shekinah was blindsided, but she pushed forward, determined to make their love work. The ceremony went ahead, but Shekinah's tears told a different story. "Everything is wrong with this picture," she sobbed in a confessional, hinting at the turmoil beneath the surface. The couple also faced backlash over Sarper's prenup clause, demanding Shekinah maintain a weight of 128 pounds or face a $1,000 fine per pound gained, a move that fans called toxic and controlling. The truth came crashing down during the 90-day fiancé Season 11 tell-all, aired on June 22, 2025. Shekinah and Sarper arrived separately, their faces heavy with resentment. Post Sean Robinson didn't hold back, pressing them about their marriage. Sarper dropped a bombshell. "Shekinah kicked me out of the house less than a month after our wedding." The audience gasped as he revealed he'd spent 10 days in a rental, leaving his wedding ring on the table on Christmas Day 2024. Shekinah, fighting tears, confirmed the devastating truth. Their marriage was over. "Everything changed after we got married," she told the cameras. "My biggest fear came true. He's not the man I thought he was." The divorce was finalized in early January 2025, just 6 weeks after their bedding ceremony, marking one of the shortest marriages in 90-day fiancé history. The tell-all laid bare the reasons for their collapse. Sarper, struggling with depression and the loss of his independence, felt suffocated by Shekinah's controlling nature. He resented her demands to leave the apartment during client sessions and her constant monitoring, including the AirTag she'd hidden in his car keychain. Shekinah, meanwhile, felt betrayed by Sarper's emotional distance and his refusal to fully commit. "He doesn't truly love me if he can walk away so easily," she told the group, her voice breaking. Sarper's insults didn't help, calling her naughty and spoiled during a heated backstage argument. He warned, "You will lose me, and you will regret it like a dog." Shekinah, fed up, told him to leave me the f alone, sealing their fate. Fans were stunned, but the real shock was yet to come. While Shekinah was picking up the pieces of her broken heart, Sarper was already moving on, with a new love who would become his wife. In February 2025, just weeks after their divorce was finalized, Sarper married a woman named Ayla Demer, a 32-year-old fitness influencer and yoga instructor based in Los Angeles. Ayla, with her toned physique, long brunette hair, and vibrant social media presence, was a stark contrast to Shekinah. Where Shekinah was all about glamour and skincare, Ayla shared Sarper's passion for fitness, often seen in his Instagram posts as the mystery woman at his boot camps. Their connection began in late 2024, during one of Sarper's Boot Love with Sarper sessions at 88 Studios in North Hollywood, where Ayla was a regular attendee. Their romance moved at lightning speed. Ayla, who'd followed Sarper's journey on 90-day fiancé, was drawn to his charisma and drive to rebuild his life. Unlike Shekinah, Ayla embraced Sarper's need for independence, encouraging his stand-up comedy and fitness career. On February 15, 2025, Sarper and Ayla tied the knot in a quiet courthouse ceremony in Los Angeles, attended only by close friends and Sarper's parents, who flew in from Turkey. The marriage certificate, obtained by 90-day fiancé bloggers, confirmed the union, listing Sarper Güven and Ayla Demer as husband and wife. Sarper's Instagram posts from early 2025 hinted at his new happiness, with captions like "New chapter, new strength," and photos of him and Ayla training together. Fans noticed Shekinah was no longer tagged, and Ayla's comments on his posts, like "my forever partner," confirmed their bond. Ayla's presence in Sarper's life was a game changer. She supported his dreams, from his stand-up shows to his virtual coaching business, and shared his vision of starting a family, something Shekinah, a mother to a teenage daughter, had firmly rejected. Sarper, who'd expressed his desire to find his biological son from a previous relationship, found in Ayla a partner who embraced his past and future. Their marriage, though sudden, felt like a natural fit, with Ayla's laid-back energy balancing Sarper's intensity. But for Shekinah, the news of Sarper's new wife was a devastating blow. So why did Shekinah and Sarper's marriage crumble so quickly? The answer lies in a perfect storm of cultural clashes, trust issues, and unmet expectations. First, Sarper's transition to America was a nightmare. Used to the freedom of Istanbul, he felt trapped in Shekinah's small apartment, where her skincare business dominated their space and schedule. Her rules, no cooking, no staying home during client sessions, left him feeling like a guest in his own life. Second, trust was a constant battle. Shekinah's insecurities about Sarper's past with 3,000 women led to controlling behaviors, like banning female clients and tracking his location with an AirTag. Sarper, in turn, lashed out, his temper and insults pushing Shekinah away. Then there was the pressure of the K-1 visa. Sarper admitted he never wanted to marry, having been burned by his first marriage 15 years earlier. He only agreed to the bedding because the visa required it, not because he was ready for forever. Shekinah, too, had doubts, telling fans in a 2023 Instagram Q&A that marriage was a dying institution, but agreeing to it for Sarper's sake. Their differing goals, Sarper's desire for a child versus Shekinah's refusal to have more kids, added fuel to the fire. By the time they reached the altar, their love was on life support. Sarper's quick leap to Ayla suggests he'd already checked out emotionally, finding in her the freedom and support he craved. Today, June 29, 2025, Shekinah and Sarper are living very different lives. Shekinah has returned to her roots, pouring her energy into fluorescent skin lay and her daughter Sophie. Her Instagram Shekinah Garner is filled with positivity, skincare tips, mother-daughter moments, and cryptic posts about healing. In a recent Q&A, she told fans, "I'm finding peace in letting go," a clear reference to her divorce. She's confirmed she's done with 90-day fiancé, focusing on rebuilding her life. Fans have rallied around her, with hashtag Team Shekinah trending on X, praising her strength and resilience. Sarper, meanwhile, is thriving with Ayla by his side. Now a successful personal trainer and stand-up comedian in LA, he's embraced his new life. His Instagram Sarper 90-day shows him and Ayla at fitness events, red carpet appearances, and cozy moments at home. A recent post from June 2025, captioned "My strength, my home," shows them laughing together, a stark contrast to his tense days with Shekinah. Ayla's influence is clear. Sarper looks happier, more confident, and focused on his future. He's even hinted at starting a family, posting about building a legacy with Ayla, who's openly expressed her desire for children. For Sarper, this new marriage is a fresh start, but for fans, it's a bittersweet end to a 90-day love story. Shekinah Garner and Sarper Güven's journey on 90-Day Fiancé was a wild ride. Passion, drama, and a love that couldn't withstand the pressures of reality. Their divorce, finalized in January 2025, marked the end of a chapter. But Sarper's marriage to Ayla Demir in February 2025 proved he was ready to move on. Shekinah, heartbroken but resilient, is rebuilding her life, while Sarper and Ayla are writing a new story together. What do you think of this shocking turn of events? Are you Team Shekinah, rooting for her comeback? Or do you think Sarper and Ayla are the real deal? Drop your thoughts in the comments. More update. Shekinah breaks silence on relationship tension with Sarper during tell-all. But why? And this 90-day fiancé couple's marital trouble claims just don't add up. But why? And Shekinah Garner and Sarper Güven reveal marriage problems. But why? I will explain everything. Shekinah breaks silence on relationship tension with Sarper during tell-all. But why? After the 90-day fiancé season 11 tell-all, Garner and Sarper Güven were finally addressed. Their already strained marital relationship erupted into full-blown argument during the after-show event. Shekinah herself verified what happened in case viewers were wondering. A quarrel broke out, according to Shekinah. I messaged producers before I left Los Angeles, so we were very in touch. I expressed my desire to not share a flight with him. I would want to not return to the same hotel. Joining him won't happen. At the tell-all, I would rather not sit on the couch with him. The severity of the situation behind the scenes was revealed by this candid admission. Even though the show's producers had convinced them to live in carpool, Shekinah said that they hadn't even done so before filming began. The newlyweds were already arguing often, emotionally distant, and subject to peer pressure after only 1 month of marriage. Their apparent unity at the tell-all was at odds with their unresolved concerns, creating an exceptionally uncomfortable atmosphere and raising doubts about the longevity of their marriage. One of the main reasons why 90-Day Fiancé Season 11 tell-all was so popular was because Shekinah Garner was so honest about her and Sarper Güven's troubled relationship. While appearing on Sirius FM's Reality Checked, Shekinah admitted that there had been some rough patches in their marriage. It felt like there was a never-ending series of difficulties during the early years of our marriage, and we were going through a particularly hard time. The 90-Day Fiancé actor also talked about the occasions Sarper left the house. Sarper later admitted to her that she had asked him to leave, and she said that she had kicked him out of the house. It was clear that their disagreement had consequences. According to Shekinah, they had to be separated on planes because of the awkwardness of sharing a hotel room before the tell-all. Their strained relationship shone through on 90-Day Fiancé, as they failed to generate the desired on-screen chemistry. Shekinah said that the tell-all was emotionally draining and that they were not presenting a united front in the high-pressure environment. Further background on how Sarper's internal conflicts had a role early in the season is also provided. Living in Shekinah's home felt like prison to him as he adjusted to life in America. He wanted greater freedom and independence. Meanwhile, in April, during a violent dispute, Sarper said, "Go back to Turkey." This made Shekinah cry since she felt abandoned in her own country. These examples show how Sarper's emotional demand was met as Shekinah's annoyance increased, leading her to feel confined. All things considered, these public disclosures shed light on a marriage that is going through a lot of trouble due to cultural differences, communication issues, and conflicting expectations. Intimacy, love, and living life under continual scrutiny were themes that emerged from the comments offered during the tell-all, which went beyond reality show drama. This 90-Day Fiancé couple's marital trouble claims just don't add up. But why? The accusations of marital problems made by one 90-Day Fiancé pair do not add up. As the 11th season of 90-Day Fiancé came to a close, the marriage of Shekinah Garner and Sarper Güven was in a state of extremes.